listening to the Trash Talkers Podcast.
And he constantly kicks himself out of his own house.
But I'm pretty sure his teeth are all in his voice.
Hey, it's on my window. I should keep going. Let me do that. This is a good idea.
Premeditated dumb. Okay, Thomas Jefferson. We'll go with Thomas Jefferson.
Lincoln is the guy that did that. I think Abraham Lincoln.
Don't be sexist. We need lady parents.
And now, here's your hosts.
Hello, and welcome to the podcast. We're just sitting here discussing the format of this podcast.
Twisters burritos.
Okay, so it's gonna be news, Call of Duty Advanced Warfighter, the whole announcement, and everything, not just the game.
Yeah.
More the announcement. We're going to discuss GamesCon. Some stuff about the Xbox One conference. Let's see. Call of Duty, Quantum Break, Scream Ride, Assassin's Creed, Division, Shadow Mordor, Dying Light, Evolve, Fable Legends, Destiny, and finally Halo. The end. All those things
Nice.
jammed into one, so we might be here for a while.
Sweet.
Oh, let me put my leg down. It wasn't that comfortable. I like this song. Okay. On my right, there is Kenneth.
No, I'm not.
He's not Kenneth.
I'm not.
And on my left, here in with a beautiful microphone, is Mario Lucero and Isabel Ruiz. They're from Heaven Sent Gaming. They create comics, games, music, novels, video, and web entertainment. I usually call him Mary Joe on the fly, so if I say Mary Joe,
Yeah,
I'm
he's
speaking about him.
Josh. He's Josh.
Josh.
They both have Joe in them.
Okay, so starting off, weird news. Kenny knows how this goes. This is a new segment. It's called "Where Did This Happen?"
Okay.
I give you a news story, and you get to guess where it happened.
Intriguing.
Do we guess by like state or just
You can guess by state,
like down to the specific zip code
You can
if
guess
you wanted to?
by street,
Oh,
or state.
God.
Either one of those is fine. Okay, so first one. Woman smuggles cocaine in her breast implants.
Florida.
No, not Florida.
Ah, darn.
I know. Let's see. She was
Georgia.
hiding $120,000 worth of cocaine in each breast. So
California.
240. I don't know yet. You're in the wrong country, I think.
Okay.
Germany.
No.
Singapore.
You gotta think breast implants.
Singapore.
Okay.
Brazil.
Yeah.
Freaking close.
So it's in South America.
I think so.
Bermuda.
Yes, she came from the triangle.
That explains that.
Where's Madrid?
It's in Spain.
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 Not even.
It's like not even the
Wow.
same continent.
You.
Brazil's
I am
like Portuguese,
uninformed.
man.
You're just out there. What was that?
Well, she's Venezuelan,
Okay, so
Okay.
she's
but I didn't
Venezuelan.
read down to that she was in the Madrid airport.
Okay, so she got
So-
caught in.
She got caught in the Madrid airport.
Oh.
I didn't get that far down yet. Okay, so security noticed her behaving weird, and they pulled her aside, searched her, and she was all clear. And then the officers frisked her. They frisked her, and they noticed that her breasts felt irregular.
I think what they really wanted to do is they just wanted to grope a woman in the airport, and they just accidentally found out that she had.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, great.
So they felt irregular and deformed. She finally came clean and admitted she was carrying cocaine in her breasts.
Fascinating.
They took her to a hospital, and doctors discovered 3.7 pounds of coke inside her breasts, which I think it's a lot.
It's fascinating.
That's a good amount.
That's
of
why they
stuff
wanted to frisk her.
inside your body.
That's why they wanted to frisk her.
Yeah, 3.7 pound
Right.
cocaine boobs.
Yeah.
I wonder
it's
how
not
much
the
those
first.
are worth.
Oh no, it's darn it, 240,000.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dollars or
No,
Just-
whales. 240,000 whales.
Euros? Maybe.
Maybe. Okay, it's not the
Makes
first
fun
of
time
that.
this kind of thing
Realize
had happened in
currency in different
2012. Another lady got busted for the same exact thing,
Same amount and everything.
flying from Spain to Colombia.
What's with Spain?
Spain is outporting
I think that would
or
go the-
exporting
You
cocaine.
expect that to go the
boobs.
opposite direction.
I know, yeah.
Yeah.
You think it'd go
Colombia.
from like the South American areas to Europe?
Maybe European cocaine has a better quality,
Maybe.
Or maybe
like
there's
coffee.
just-
Maybe we don't really need to worry about the Mexicans coming up from the border. Maybe we need to worry about Europeans.
We need
Yeah,
to worry
maybe
about
that's
Americans going to
it.
Mexico.
Yeah.
I mean, worry about the French.
Yeah, the French. It's Canadians.
Okay, so yeah, I guess it happened in Spain. Let's see what's the next one. Oh, we're saving that for the end. Okay, Sila Hans accused of humping lawn chairs in front of children.
Fascinating.
Yes, Sila Hans, 33, is charged with indecent exposure and urinating in public.
I think that's some pretty decent exposure.
After cops received a complaint that she was urinating on a family's yard and humping outdoor chairs.
Oh.
This was female?
This is a
This is
female.
female.
Hold on,
Oh,
plot
wow.
Wait, her name is Silas?
It's Sila. Sila. So I don't. Whatever. it may be.
Sila,
Sila.
something.
The caller alleged that Hans was going lawn and hard in full. I think that was a play on words. You're a terrible writer, Huffington Post writer. In front of two children, ages 15 and 11, who were watching from a window. After the love seat tango, Hans exposed her vagina and smacked her genital area multiple times with her hand.
Oh my.
Officers responded and noted that she was extremely intoxicated.
Really?
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
That's fascinating.
Oh, this is only like 2 weeks after Edwin Tobear. Did you guys hear about this? The guy in Ohio who was accused of having sex with peak inflatable rafts.
Oh.
Peak inflatable raft.
Yeah. Okay.
Peak brand?
So
Peak
he was
brand.
doing pink inflatable rafts, like not just
pink.
lawn chairs
Okay.
or rafts.
Okay.
This is
No.
just pink inflatable raft.
Oh.
Oh, pink, not the color pink. I keep
No, the color pink.
Okay.
The
It
color
had to be
pink.
like
pink.
peak,
It
had
like
to be
the top of a
inflatable.
mountain.
And it had to be a
I
raft.
thought it was like a brand. I was like, he's going after a brand name? Like, is that a fetish now? Like Coca-Cola fetish or what?
Pink fetish.
Okay.
So, anyways, they caught him doing it, put him in jail, decided, you're okay to come out. Caught him doing it again. It was like,
Wow.
okay, jail, and you get counseling.
Wow.
Okay.
He got it. They said, okay, you're good to get out. Then 2 weeks ago, caught him again. He was like on the side of a bridge.
Was it orange now? Did he
No, it
use
was
the
pink
orange?
still. He was like on a bridge, and he was just
Going
traffic
at it.
was going by, and he was going at it. This raft
It's
was
pink.
on like the side of the road.
It's
It's right there.
Those kind of repeat offenses make me wonder about things.
Yeah, it does.
That's-
So, anyways,
Yeah.
where'd it happen?
Okay.
I
Which
wouldn't
one?
have got
Which
this.
story?
This seems like a reputable.
Which one?
state.
Sila?
Yes,
Oregon.
Sila.
Okay, so reputable state.
Is it Oregon?
Mildly reputable, but dang close.
Washington.
Yeah, there you go.
Washington
Washington.
State.
I was thinking like rivers and stuff. And
Yeah.
that's a decent area to do that.
It's a decent area to hump stuff. Lots of humping going on over there.
Beautiful.
Of inanimate objects.
Okay, and the very last one. Couple obsessed with World of Warcraft sentenced to prison for extreme child neglect. This one's intense.
Oh, wow.
That sounds real.
These people look like all like heroined out. Like
Oh,
there's
gosh.
some
Because-
there's a massive amount of blue sky involved in these people's diets.
Nice.
Blue sky.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah. meth?
It's Albuquerque.
No.
No.
There was a similar
Couldn't
story from
handle the
Korea.
cameras.
I'm sure you've heard about where this Korean
I
couple.
feel like that's more apt to happen.
Korea.
There's even a documentary coming out about it
Oh my
soon. That this Korean couple literally not just neglected, they killed their baby. Like the baby died due to neglect.
Were they
And-
Well, these kids weren't far off.
And I think they got sentenced to jail, of course. But
They
of
might
course,
have.
They
You know,
might
it's
have.
kind of loose.
They might have, but
Was it a girl or a boy?
I think it was.
Oh wait, no, that's China.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
Okay.
Completely
So the
different.
couple was sentenced to prison after keeping their 2 young daughters locked inside their filthy mobile home for years without adequate food, basic care while they played World of Warcraft.
Wow.
Lester Louise Huffmeyer.
This sounds
Huffmeyer.
like
Huffmeyer.
And Petra Huffmeyer, 41.
Wow.
Both of them pleaded guilty to 2 felony counts of child abuse, 2 misdemeanor counts of false imprisonment, 1 misdemeanor count of contributing to delinquency of a minor, and sentencing enhancements for great bodily injury. I was thinking for a more
is this like
impressive amount of time in jail,
how much do they
but
get?
I'll get to that in a little bit. It's
Oh.
disturbing.
Uh,
Oh wait, no, it's right here. Lester was sentenced to 5 years in state prison,
that's it.
and Petra was sentenced to 3 years and 4 months in state prison.
I still don't get that difference.
Right.
5 years for the male, 3 for the female.
Maybe he was the one that got her addicted to the game.
Yeah, that's what
He bought her
happened.
account.
He bought the meth.
He bought the Warcraft, man.
So investigators found kitchen appliances covered in mold and cobwebs, stacks of trash, debris, mold, and feces throughout the home.
Oh, that's
A pile of
disgusting.
used condoms under a stuffed teddy bear,
Oh,
and inoperable toilets. They did not allow
Wow.
children ages 10 and 5 to leave the home for any reason, even to attend school. So, for years, these kids weren't even going to school. They sat
so
inside.
I just don't understand how because both of my parents are teachers, and when they notice anything like a child's going missing, after a while,
Kids probably
they
didn't
have
even
to.
go to school that year.
Yeah, but I mean,
Parents got addicted over the summer, didn't even go back to school.
Yep.
But what if
Just
they
like how
got-
they transferred.
what
And
if
the
they
cherry
got
on top is the
addicted to
character still
in
sucked.
the middle of the
What?
fall or something?
Cherry on top is the character still sucked.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
that's
man.
funny. So, a neighborhood or a neighbor finally called the police department, which conducted a welfare check on the children and found the children with dirt crusted to their feet, matted hair, damaged teeth beyond repair, malnourished, and
Wow.
That's awful.
that's
That's terrible.
That's like
awful.
that's a sick story.
So what did the neighbor notice that prompted him to call? I wonder.
Probably that no one ever comes or leaves that house.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's just an empty house then.
But it's not. There's people.
How does they
Like
know?
lights
Screaming.
turn on.
There's
and
rage
things
and
like
meth.
that.
There's no-
They hear a
They're
random.
just running
They
a
see a
generator.
random black Cadillac back up to the window every 2 weeks.
Delivering their
Loads of poop.
subscription cards.
Yeah. It's not meth. It's subscription cards.
No type of drug.
So, did this happen somewhere in the South?
Not really.
Okay.
Not really.
Not
Not
really?
really.
Just
It's a state that's also in the South.
It's like a Southwest?
Yes.
Texas?
Yes?
No.
No.
That's like
Texas.
Midwest.
Arizona? No.
no.
No,
Midwest
Texas?
is like Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Texas,
Like
Texas,
Montana and
Texas
all
is
that.
south and
We're going
southwest.
far southwest. About as far southwest as you
California.
California.
Can. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been in Anaheim.
Anaheim, the
Anaheim.
capital.
Oh, man. That's awful.
That's where Warcraft gets bad. It's the side of town where they have paladins.
Seriously over there.
That's the paladin side of the street.
Where's Disneyland?
We don't joke about no Warcraft. What?
Where's Disneyland?
In Anaheim.
Yeah, it's in
Yeah.
Anaheim.
You'll
Anyways,
see them
okay,
smile.
so down to business because this is going to take a while.
Oh,
Call
dear.
of Duty Advanced Warfare. Did you to actually like watch the announcement?
No.
No.
I
Good.
think
Yeah.
I was like working.
Good.
and stuff.
Don't worry, you didn't. You missed Anger.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that
and
was
Madness.
good.
But Kenny and I got to watch it. Kenny watched it twice.
I watched it twice because I
Because
sat
he
here
loved
as you
it.
watched it.
No.
Okay.
I'm not much of a Call of Duty fan. I just kind of want to state that right now.
Makes sense.
That's fine.
I just want to. Put
I'm
it
not
out
going to
there.
try and convince you to enjoy crap.
Yeah.
So, my overall impression was the hosts, like, were bad. They were bad, and it just seemed like they were up there the entire time with terrible jokes that they didn't want to say, and they were just like inside screaming,
Hey,
"This is Call of Duty."
You need to be
The
excited
heck
for
do you
this
want?
game because it's so new and
Just
awesome.
buy it.
Be excited. Come on, don't
I'm
you
better
feel the
than you at Call of
excitement?
Duty.
Don't you feel the excitement from
Feel
the
the burn.
announcements, though? I mean, you could just hear the excitement in their voices. Everybody clap for this game because we have new things out now.
Okay, so everything in the entire announcement was innovative and new and exciting.
Right.
But nothing in the entire announcement was innovative or new or exciting.
Hey, I'll give them props. They said new and exciting to COD. They didn't say new and exciting to gaming.
No, they did.
They didn't.
They said new and exciting several times without any reference to COD.
No, they said new and exciting.
It was
COD.
implied.
We need to go through.
It was
like,
implied.
watch it,
I'm
'cause
not
I wanna
going to go
see-
through that again.
I want to see. that.
Anyways, so
They were really well worded in that.
several of their new and exciting things is they had Pick 13, which is just 3 more than Pick 10 from Black Ops
2.
2.
Black Ops 2.
So, not innovative. They just
Hey, it's so innovative. They
They
added
just-
3 more.
Hey,
Are you
that's
kidding?
like
They
super
took
exciting.
Black-
I have no idea what
That's
you're
like
talking about.
3 more.
Okay,
points
in
of
Black Ops
flexibility.
2, in building your class, you pick
Mm-hmm.
13 things.
Yeah.
So you picked a gun, 2 attachments, a sidearm, that's 4. And then, what else? You could put tactical, like a grenade or
Yeah.
tactical inserts or whatever. And then the rest of the points you had, you spent on perks.
Right.
And they had a pick 10 system. So you picked a combination of 10 points
10
worth of stuff.
options,
Yeah,
yeah.
Call of Duty Advanced Warfighter, pick 13, our new innovative thing.
Wow.
Pick 13 now.
Now there's more options.
Whoa.
So, no, there's
innovative.
not. Well, oh no, there are. There are a lot more guns.
Yeah, see?
See?
Exactly.
No, they went off like most like Borderlands where they had one gun and like a ton of variants on that one gun. It was almost like just recently Destiny where they had one gun and different variants on it, like my favorite Jigoku AR1, AR2, AR3. They just kind of named it differently, but it was the same weapon with just different stats.
Okay, so the next thing they had was game modes. Their new and innovative game mode. A blink.
AKA Ricochet from Halo 4.
Which is odd that they, like, Uplink hadn't been a game already. It's funny. Somehow no one had thought of making the word Uplink a game. But anyways, there's a ball that you carry around.
Right.
And each team has, like, a goal. And the goal is to throw the ball into the goal.
This is sounding very familiar.
Yeah, it
Really,
should because
really?
it's innovative.
Right.
So, Kenny and I looked at each other immediately when we saw it, and we both thought, Halo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
from Halo.
That's Halo.
This is oddly
I forget.
very close to Halo.
I forget which game like totally
What is it
ripped
called?
Griffball.
Ricochet.
Huh?
Ricochet.
Ricochet.
Just said that.
It's the same exact
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
And there was originally Griffball, and then like I forget what a shooter also copied Griffball, and it was just like this
That
is just
would be an interesting twist. Knife only uplink. That would be fun. I'd play that.
that's unique and innovative.
That is unique and innovative. You guys hear it first, unique and innovative, where we took 2 other ideas from other things and combined them. Innovation. So, let's see. Another one was supply drops. They're new
Wow.
supply drops. They're basically, it's like over time you earn these things in their briefcases. And they give you random stuff, like random armor and random weapons and just random crap.
Cool.
And they give you these. And these are supply drops. They're a new and innovative feature.
Mm-hmm.
I'm blown away.
Which
I'm
is like
speechless.
it's like a combination. Not even really a combination. It's just the thing Battlefield doesn't
Battlefield just do that in general?
And the thing Mass Effect did.
Yeah.
In its multiplayer.
Yeah.
At the same time. Both those things.
Well, it gives people a challenge to play the game, actually, for once.
I don't know.
I don't think that'll ever happen.
No. This is my favorite one. They're saying, like, they're, like, or showing off the exosuit. And saying, look, you can exo jump, and you can exo dive, and you can exo slide. It's just the slide motion from Ghost. Just the exact slide motion from Ghost. The same thing.
But no, Josh, it's different. It's
exo
exo slide.
Yeah, so they're new innovative this team, Exo Slide, which is just the same thing from the last game with a different name in front of it. And then they showed this while they were using innovative or something, saying something about innovative, but the Hammer of Dawn from Gears of War.
Oh yeah,
that was like their big kill streak that they showed at the end. Their awesome thing, and it's just this big laser that flies down from the sky and just scorches the earth and everyone beneath it. It's just the Hammer of Dawn from Gears of War.
Look, Josh, I'm sure this has nothing to do with the fact that these games have like 1 year development cycles.
Well, no, they don't have 1 year development cycles. Call of Duties have 3.
They have 3, yeah, because they switch
it's
between
3
studios.
Yeah, studios. So,
but I'm pretty sure they don't move the teams around between the different game companies and everything. Never.
Oh, and this was the best thing ever. Can you explain it? The Day Zero thing?
The what?
Day Zero thing?
Oh, so towards the end of their press conference, they went on and on about this new thing they're going to do, this really cool idea they have to help better the gaming experience in general. When I first heard this, just popped in my head, beta. Oh my gosh, they're going to have a Call of Duty beta for once. They're going to fix something. That just kept hitting my head, beta. Oh my gosh, a beta for the stupid game. They finally bring the dude out after all this build-up, and he's like, guess what, guys? You get it a day early. This is a day 0 release, not a day 1 release. You get it an entire day early. With double XP on that entire day.
Which is cool, I guess. I mean
that's
we usually
nice.
got double XP for like the first week, didn't we?
Yeah, because for all the people that didn't want to stream for 2 straight weeks and get 10 prestige.
Yeah. Anyways, so there's the first thing that popped into my head when I heard this was no one's getting the game a day early.
Right.
They're just getting the game when it comes out.
Exactly.
Yeah. They
There's
just pushed it up a day.
Just push the game up a day. There's no Oh my gosh, hold on. And I gotta get into this real quick. This is the first part of my I Hate Major Nelson segment of this. He said, hold on. Oh no, I'll do that right after we finish this next stuff. Anyways, so Day Zero, you get it a day early or the day it comes out.
Right.
Whatever. That's other new innovative things, which actually I think no one's ever done that because no one's thought the public's stupid enough to think this is cool. But I think we're at an age now where the public is dumb enough to think, oh my gosh, they're doing something for the community.
Wow, I'm getting it a whole entire
What are
day
they called
early.
on Steam where they have the pre-releases? Where they don't even release a completed game, they just kind of release
PC doesn't exist. PC doesn't exist.
Okay.
It's just Xbox and PlayStation. There's no such thing as a PC.
What are you talking about?
No one plays on those magical devices.
It's true.
Yeah.
They're just myths.
But
what do you hear about Larry Herb? Let me
hold on. We got to talk about the tsunami.
Oh my gosh.
This amazing tsunami that they showed in the trailer.
Okay.
It was just barreling down and like the ship not even really kind of fit. It started before the ship. Like it started in front of the ship. It just popped up. So the ship wasn't affected.
Right.
And this giant, like 30-foot high, giant tsunami just comes barreling around. And I really bet people in Japan wish this had happened, this same situation. Because this thing just comes barreling down in at ground level. There was ground level and there was beach level.
Right.
And they were a good, 20-foot difference. But this 30-foot wave is barreling down towards everyone. It hits the border of ground level, just gone. It just disappears. There is no longer any water there, and it's now 3 feet above the beach, and you could swim in it.
Mm-hmm.
What I enjoyed was that it may have been 30 feet tall, but it was like a 1 foot wide texture. Just copy pasted the entire way through. They didn't care to make the entire way thing.
It was literally the same. It was the same texture, just about every foot, it's slightly overlaid.
Yeah, but it repeated
entire way down.
They went through GIMP and they made it repeat. That was hard, man.
I know.
They had to go in with a paintbrush.
That probably took them one of those 3 years.
Yep.
And the last thing is, in case you missed this announcement and want to go back and watch it, you can see the trailer, because the trailer airs at the beginning, and it airs right in the middle, and then it also airs again at the end. So just in case anyone missed any part of that trailer during the announcement, you get 3 chances to get all of it in and see this crap.
Wow.
So, yeah, they made sure. Okay, last. Major Nelson did this, interview commentary thing after the announcement ended, and I wanted him to have, an aneurysm during it.
Larry Herb?
Because Larry Herb, everything you say is stupid. Everything.
I like Larry Herb.
You may like Larry Herb, but I hate him.
But I don't like Major Nelson. I think he has a Jekyll and Hyde complex.
He might. Except Jekyll is stupid. Mm-hmm. Jekyll is just... There's nothing there. So, anyways...
there is. It's called
first
corporate
comes out,
backing.
They come out and they're there's this other guy with him from who knows where.
Right.
And he just enters. He said, he asked the guy, he's like, okay, so you just saw this live for the first time, right? This is a live event. This just happened in front of both of them, and he's asking it if he watched it live with him. Which I guess I can understand for the audience, but I don't think anyone was confused as to them watching that live.
He's like, no, dude, I edited this. I put this together.
I hate you, Major Nelson. So now he ends up, after that, they start talking about the Day Zero thing and how exciting and innovative this thing is.
Right.
And he says, now you can get this game as soon as possible. Which, different from other times, Major Nelson. Because before you weren't able to get this game as soon as possible. But now, with the game, because Call of Duty's releasing on a day, you can get it as soon as possible.
I kind of feel like that whole Day Zero thing, if everyone can get it on that day, doesn't that technically make it Day 1?
It does.
No, you had to pre-order.
So it's a pre-order beta.
Hold on.
Why not do
but
a
if
week?
But if a game runs out of pre-orders, which
Right.
Call of Duties almost always do.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never known a game to run out of pre-orders.
Well, not anymore. Now they print so many copies of the games, you can't really run out.
I guess so. But anyways, yeah. So,
maybe they should do a 1-week beta.
You come in on Monday.
Day -7.
Oh, hold on.
Day
This was the best.
-7.
Day -7 comes out a whole week early. So this was the best thing he said in the entire thing. He goes, oh shoot, what was he exactly? He said before, he's like, this game is crazy and innovative new. Before, everyone just played on a flat plane, but now you can look up and down. Which I thought was the best comment ever. because it's innovative. Definitely the last game Major Nelson played was Doom.
I know, right?
Where the only thing you could look was left and right.
Maybe
But now with Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, you can look up and down.
Maybe Major Nelson's being like overly sarcastic now. Maybe he's like.
I think it almost seemed like half the stuff he was saying was like so sarcastic that it seemed like he was telling like he was legitimately excited about a y-axis.
What if he's secretly your hero? He's like, I hate this game, so I'm just going to seem as stupid as possible so everyone else will hate this game.
He could.
I mean, he's a really good marketer.
He could be.
He's known marketing for a long time.
He could be so amazing that I hate him. Mm-hmm. Like, because he's so believable in his sarcasm that I bought into his stupidity.
Right. He's so sarcastic that it just seems legitimately sincere.
Have you ever listened to his podcast? Speaking of podcasts?
No.
They're pretty good.
No.
No.
They are pretty good.
I was just enraged over listening to him for like 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. I couldn't get through.
What does he talk about in his podcast?
Like 30.
He's been doing it for like years. Like his
he
first
talks about Zero editions and how this is new and innovative, and how y-axis have never existed before.
No, he used to actually interview like actual people. It was pretty interesting.
Like actual people?
Yeah,
like
as opposed to
like
now,
the leader of like Bungie.
As opposed to not actual people.
Like the leader of Bungie and whatnot.
Leader of Bungie.
Yes.
Back when they
were with Microsoft.
Yeah.
He's been there for a while.
Okay, so next thing we're going to talk about is Xbox One
talk
conference. Easily the best game I saw there the entire time. Above anything else was Goat Simulator. Yeah, Goat Simulator.
That was beautiful.
I feel like that game's been out.
They showed it for like 2 seconds, and I got really excited.
Game of the year.
Game of the year. Yeah.
Game of the decade.
Maybe game of the millennium.
Mm-hmm.
Game of existence of mankind.
Game of
You know, most
it
people...
might have existed, but I just found out about it, so it's my game of the
Really?
year. Yeah.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Really?
Is it awesome?
It's
have you guys played
hilarious.
It? This is the best game ever?
It's not, but it's pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
It's like Tony Hawk, but you're a goat.
So you skateboard?
No. You go around and you do tricks and lick things. And
so
you get points.
The goat is the skateboard.
Yes.
And there's no person.
Yeah, just the goat.
Is there like a saddle?
No.
Is there anything else?
No.
Does he have a hat?
You can.
He can have a hat?
He can have
it
a.
got better.
You can have Dr. Zoidberg be your goat if you want to.
Really?
Why not Zoidberg?
That's cool.
Why not Zoidberg?
I like this. Okay, I thought this was awesome because this is one of the coolest RPGs I've ever seen. And it was this little like 16-bit Pokemon Red looking style game.
I know what you're talking about.
And it's called The Escapists.
Yeah.
And that was easily the coolest RPG I've probably ever seen. So, for you in the audience who don't know, this is a little 16-bit game that looks like you're playing Pokemon Red. And basically, the story is you're in jail. And you sleep at night in your cell. And you get up in the morning and you go work out. And you go to lunch and get food. And you go into the workout yard and get in fights. And all kinds of stuff, and you go back and you create shanks to defend yourself and stuff, and you have to hide this stuff, I guess, and you level up all kinds of stuff. And you're also trying to get out of prison at the same time. And that's really all they said about it. But this game looks so simple, it's just so simplistic, but it looks like one of the coolest games, or coolest RPGs I've ever seen.
Got to catch all the shanks.
I think you're nuts.
Huh?
I think you're nuts.
You're not really an RPG person.
That sounded nothing like a game I'd like to play at all. It sounds like it would die so quickly. The Goat Simulator. It's a cool idea. People would fund it because it's funny. No
we'll see.
one
Goat
plays that
Simulator. I'll play that game once a month.
No, it's
Once a month,
pretty
you'll
funny.
come back to it.
It's pretty funny.
Yeah,
It's a pretty funny game. It's been doing well on Steam for a long time.
I'll play it every so often.
People
This
find it
other
joke.
game, The Escapist, looked captivating. While I was just watching this little like minute long trailer of it, I was just like entranced because while I was watching it, it felt like a combination of Pokemon Red and Harvest Moon. And I don't know why those two things.
And Folsom Prison Blues.
And
Yeah. Just throw it in there.
It was just so cool, though. I don't know. That game, like, just grabbed me.
It seems interesting.
Yeah.
It was. We'll go watch the trailer in a little bit, or after this.
Yeah.
It was the freaking coolest trailer
This is the game
ever.
you're talking about,
Because
right?
Yes.
I've only seen like screenshots and stuff.
It's beautiful.
It just looks like an old school, like almost like a Game Boy Advance RPG.
It looks,
Yeah.
because it's color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You can even move back to Game Boy Color with
You can
that.
put it on Game Boy. Everyone can bring them back out.
Oh man.
Oh
Oh,
my
man.
gosh, Resurgence. We could do it in Portland. That's where vintage stuff comes alive first, Kenny.
Retro.
The next thing, Smite. Does anyone here play Smite?
No.
Okay, well, I don't either. But Smite is what's the acronym?
A MOBA.
Yeah, it's a MOBA. That
Massive Online Battle Arena, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
it's like the only real rival to League of Legends, and it's coming
okay.
to Xbox One.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so
I've dipped
it's
in
an
a little...
interesting move.
Yeah. Well, MOBAs move to like consoles once in a while. They just never really do well.
Yeah. I
Like-
don't think
I
this
just
will
don't
rival.
think they port it right. But the
League
thing
of
is
Legends
that
too well.
the best thing about Xbox in general is that they have a great online community, and the online
Yeah.
multiplayer is just really solid.
Yeah.
See, I think exactly what's going to happen is what am I saying? This was an amazing move by them, and I think League of Legends is going to quickly follow, because the only real good MOBA we've had before this is the Lord of the Rings
Oh yeah.
one.
Yeah.
That was cool. That was
It
pretty
was
cool.
cool,
But
but it wasn't really great.
It wasn't-
Like, it wasn't a good one.
Speaking of Lord of the
Okay.
Rings, have you seen that new upcoming one? The one where you play as a wraith?
Oh yeah, we'll talk about.
We'll talk
wait,
about-
Shadow Mordor.
Yes.
We'll
Yeah.
talk about later.
Okay.
But
Don't want to jump ahead.
But yeah, that's really it. At least as far as I can remember, that's the only one. I can't think of anything else. But Smite is like an awesome one,
Yeah.
because it's not. It takes itself slightly less serious than League of Legends, but with its just serious gameplay.
Yeah.
Like the gameplay is still very competitive, very difficult, very tactical, but a lot of the things in the game are kind of, there's like serious people like Thor and Hercules and different stuff. But then there's like you could be like a little like Cupid thing,
Yeah.
like a little baby and do those things. Like it's funny because there's very interesting kind of just like jokish characters
Right.
that are very powerful.
Well, just like League of Legends.
Yeah. But
Ever played League of Legends?
I have like once. And I was like, to forget this crap.
I used to dip
Again,
a
there
little
are no PCs.
in League
There's
of
no
Legends.
such thing.
There is.
I don't know what I was talking about Goat Simulator earlier. There's no such thing as PCs.
Or Steam.
I wasn't playing anything. What's Steam?
You
Only
mean
consoles.
from T?
So you tried to point something out that I want to like, press into, in that you said League of Legends it would be a good idea for them to move to console.
Yeah.
Really?
Grill him. Grill him on it.
Oh my gosh.
Because
That's-
console is it's a.
Wait. What else? What else is
Well,
it
I
on?
mean,
So hold
no,
on.
I think I
They
know
have
where
like
Josh is
they
coming
have like a
from.
huge market on PC right now.
What's a PC?
They have the
sure.
biggest market on PC right now, pretty much.
Yes, they're in the millions. The championship competitions going on are in the millions
Yeah.
now. I don't think moving to console would help them at all. The PC is where people are
No,
moving
because they would get a different thing. If League of Legends was on console, I'd be down. I'd play it.
Like
I think-
if PCs actually existed, I definitely think that's where League of Legends is going to flourish. Because like honestly, the consoles are almost dead. I mean, if PCs exist, consoles are dead.
I wanted to talk about that a while back. The console's death.
Right.
The
Because I
consoles.
feel like it's coming maybe after this next generation.
Yeah.
I think it's very
It's
very
slow.
imminent.
I think Nintendo, if they keep all their IP on their own stuff, I think they might be one of the few that might make it out of it. But like I think like the hardware software combination is almost done.
Yeah.
No, because Nintendo is pretty much a brand on its own. It's going to be interesting to see where gaming goes at 15 years from now, if not like 10.
Yeah.
Right.
Just because by then we'll have another. I
hope Smite
come out
does
with
well.
another system.
Right. I hope Smite does well, because if Smite does well, then we might see the PC market being able to compete in a sense with the crowd that's available for MOBAs. Because MOBAs, it gets a lot of attention. A MOBA, you can do a tournament of it and like charge people to go see it, and then that just builds a base for it, and then you get sponsors that will want to pay teams, and teams will grow, and you'll have.
I understand where Josh is coming from with that, because, like I said, I used to play a little bit of League, and one of the biggest problems was like the variance of internet connection and people's PC, and that's always an issue with MMOs in general. And consoles, the point of them is having a uniformed PC that's devoted to gaming.
I don't think this next round of consoles, I don't think 3 are coming out.
I think 50 are.
I think maybe 1 or 2 might survive it.
I think they'll all survive it.
No, they'll survive, but
I think they're going to be stubborn about it.
I don't think anyone's really. I think one
then
of them's going to back out.
Then again, we're also talking. We're all 4 of us here gamers, so like we might have a skewed vision of what the market is.
Well, on the business side of it, Microsoft isn't really making money off of it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, has that really stopped Microsoft before?
There's a gigantic market.
I mean, you look at the original Xbox. The original Xbox.
It looks like Microsoft is still just doing this, just to say.
Right, and then
hey, Sony, we could beat you.
This is Sony's only main source of income right now. Sony's only main source of income is the PlayStation brand.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they even had to sell off their bio thing. They had to sell that off because it's just not selling anymore.
I'm wondering if Microsoft backs out and just starts selling IPs away and gets out of it.
I don't think they could do it. I think they invest too much money in Halo to just do that.
I don't think they would do it either.
I don't know. I feel a death of consoles
Or Apple's just going to jump in, and then Steve Jobs is going to come back as a zombie.
Well, yeah, of course. I feel
beautiful.
That could have happened if he would have not died.
Yeah. Well, Apple still exists.
They could have.
That's a company with a vision.
No, that's not a. That's a company with a vision.
Charge $4,000
exactly.
for what Nintendo 64 could do.
Like ended in 2008.
Exactly.
See,
that's what I'm saying.
Anymore.
Zombies.
Yeah, but
you guys aren't taking into account zombies.
The reason why consoles might die soon is just because they're sticking to old business practices that used to be very valid before the digital age came pouring upon us. Before, like, everyone here has an iPhone or an Android. But here in this circle, it's iPhone. It's iPhone. But nonetheless, the point is gaming is moving more towards a mobile route because you can do everything on these phones. And the issue is that they're also cheaper.
Oh, that's also true.
That's the biggest part. They're cheaper. This is a $3 game that can look sometimes as good as what I would get on my TV.
Infinity Blade.
Yeah.
Right.
But
it looked good, but it didn't play good.
No.
Well, it played all right, but the thing is, here's the thing: is that like.
But still, I mean, that's $3, and compared to something that's $60.
But mobiles, the thing is that I'm going to say is that mobiles also run the gambit of like losing gaming's identity in general with mobiles. I mean, like. Would you guys buy? Would you guys?
It's all free to play microtransactions.
Right.
Yeah.
Would you guys legitimately buy a Halo where you had to buy each battle rifle that you want to use?
No.
You buy your battle rifle if you.
I probably would.
If you want to dual wield your SMG, 50 cents.
Each time.
Every time.
Oh.
Per month.
It looks like you've run out of ammo. Just wait an hour and a half to
do this advertisement.
See,
and you can use your needler.
Okay. This is going into a terrible direction.
I know.
This is like depressing.
That is
Yeah,
depressing.
it is depressing.
Yeah, I don't know that mobile technology will ever take off in a gaming perspective. I mean, if you really think about it, you could compare PCs to consoles in that, consoles are like less powerful and more, like you said, cheap, and that more people could access them. But that same idea could be transferred over to cell phones versus consoles, and that more people can access their cell phones.
Or, of course,
Well,
we
The
could
thing
be...
is,
we could-
consoles
Just
are
being
cheaper.
cheaper and
We
more
could-
accessible.
And they're not.
We could be
voting
missing
cl-
another key, though, is that what if they combine the console and the phone? Like, what if
Like
you buy...
smart glass.
Right. Well, exactly kind of like smart glass, except for having
See, I
a
don't
device
think-
dedicated to it.
Well, I'm not going to say that because I'll sound like an old person. But
Say it.
I don't think cell phones are going to be powerful enough to do it. They
Tegra 4.
you don't have a controller. You don't have good control on a cell phone.
I know,
stuff.
I agree.
Yeah,
like
like
that's...
that's-
Swipe.
Right, of course.
Swipe.
Yeah.
That's why I was saying it's going to be a bane
What
of
is
our...
it? BioShock. It
Right.
just came out on
Right.
phones.
Right.
The heck are you? How are you supposed to do that?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
You have
it's
to
the bane of
run,
it's the bane of
aim,
gaming.
Zoom in,
Right.
choose items,
They have
those
those
secondaries.
See, but I think one of the biggest problems though with this generation of consoles, especially, is that price point was way off, and for the hardware that you were getting. Because me and Mario, we built our roommate a computer that was stronger than an Xbox One, and it had more or less just recently come out, and for almost half the price. So
See,
what's
hold
going
on,
on right
this
there?
is the backup part. You guys can do that,
Right.
and Kenny can do that. Not something I can do.
Right? No, of course.
I don't understand how to
But
do that.
that's-
I would end up spending like $1,200 on the
No,
same
but
powered computer.
that's the point of
So
a
for
console.
me, consoles are way cheaper.
Right.
For you three type of people.
Well, I prefer consoles.
Computers way less expensive.
Because I prefer Nintendo.
Right,
And
no,
I'm
but
I'm a Nintendo fanboy. I mean, like, I'm going to be sticking with Nintendo regardless whether the ship sinks. I'll be the guy on the boat being like, I'm going down with my ship.
But that's
You
that's
did that
the
a while
point.
ago, and air got pumped in this recent few
That's the
months.
point of consoles, though, and that's what I
It's
thought
convenience.
was it's convenience, yes, but it was also back
Yeah.
in the day. It was supposed to be basically the top of the line computer for not the top of the line price, because they understood
Yeah.
that there was people like you that did not know anything about computers.
Well,
that,
I know
that
things
can't
about
do
computers. I
anything.
just to put one together.
Yeah, no, it's a different
Not
ball game.
what I want to put brain power towards. It's just not my forte.
Right.
Because when
So-
you look at the time of like PS1 and PS2, to make a computer comparable to that power was very difficult for that price.
Yeah.
Now it's not that case, and people are now much more tech savvy than they were back then. So they realize these things, and I think that's one of the reasons why PC market has been flourishing so much.
Well, yeah, it's well, at a young age, if you want to enter into that world, then you learn it all
Yeah.
and you figure it all out.
And a lot of
because
us
you
did.
need new things and you need different stuff, you
Yeah.
learn it.
Because I was using the
Mario
internet.
just did it all for me, though.
Yeah, I was using the internet when I was 9. You know,
He's true.
so
Mario surfed the internet for me when I was 9. So I didn't have to. But
He's all, what's a Wikipedia?
what's a Wikipedia? Mario, show me Wikipedia. He was like my Siri, a better version of Siri. Okay,
Sorry, no connection.
back up. Smite. Oh wait, no. It's how did we rabbit trailed so hard there? Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. Aside from that stupid announcement briefing, what do you guys think of it? Like,
Very
without the
little.
words innovative and
No, that's
new
alright.
and exciting.
Finally-
I saw the trailers without any audio, but like it looked pretty good.
Why without any audio?
yeah.
I was listening to music. I wasn't
Okay.
gonna turn it off. I was listening to
I
El
wasn't turning
Hurricane.
it down
No.
for Call of Duty.
Right.
Yeah.
Johnny Cash was on.
What do
So,
you think?
I don't. It was they had some good things. Like one of the things I enjoyed was the score streak customization. They kind of implemented that, and that was interesting. You could, they may have 12
That's
kill
involved
streaks,
with the
but
Pick 13 thing?
no, that was like 1 point
Yeah.
out of the Pick 13, but the customization involved more of the score. And that's kind of cool that they're moving back to the score.
Oh, yeah, because so the kill streaks, you can pick a skill streak, and then you can, like, build up stuff on it, like add upgrades to it. But the upgrades means you have to get more scores or points or whatever because it's score streak this time instead of kill streak. So you have to build up more score to get this upgraded kill streak. And
Okay.
it was cool because it was just the kill streaks are very customizable now. I think it might
that
be
sounds
difficult to
more
use.
innovative to me.
Yeah, no, that sounds cool, but they didn't really post that as innovative. They're just like, look, we can customize
That wasn't
things.
innovative. That wasn't innovative. Jeez, there's no PCs. All right, sliding down on the ground is innovative because you have a new skin. All right, on the character model. That's innovative, Josh. You've
I've
misinterpreted.
missed innovation.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't understand.
But anyways, I think that'll be difficult because unless you're Kenny, you don't necessarily get these kill streaks every game.
Oh my gosh, yes you do now, because that freaking co-op crap they put in.
No, see, I was thinking about that, and yes, bad people get to, okay, so new big kill streaks. Now other random people on your team can look up at your kill streak and jump in with it. So, yeah, like this chopper gunner thing or something like that. I don't really know what it was. But they had this gunner thing, and this dude was in this chopper or something. And he was just gunning down people down the ground. And this dude, like, looked up at it, pressed a button, and he was, like, transferred up it. Or his consciousness was now in the plane. And he was using, like, a smaller gun on the bottom of it.
Oh,
Just, like, tagging
No,
people.
he was using a bigger gun. The dude that, because the second guy that got in there used the rocket, while the first guy got a machine gun that didn't kill anyone apparently, because he just stood there and watched him. But that's what kind of angered me, was that they're doing.
But you gotta think about it. You don't suck, so you don't know what it's like to never get kill streaks.
Then get better.
Yeah, that's actually my stance too.
Yeah,
Hold
I'm
on.
sorry.
There are
I have to
people-
agree with
I-
There are
that.
people
hate,
that
like-
5 and 10 is their best score that they're ever gonna get.
Yeah, but like modern gaming is moving towards that, where like they're making everything so easy. It's just like, no.
And I understand.
It's
but
hard. It's
not
hard. That's the point.
everyone is going to get that chance in a game.
Well, then they need to learn.
If you looked at Black Ops 2, I mean, most games, yes, we did have stealth.
Do you like social benefits from the government?
I thought you were a Republican, Josh. I thought
I'm not a Republican.
well, we were on the libertarian side at least.
I am.
Come on, man.
Right. I mean, this feels like coddling to me. I mean, that's
It
like
does-
what
I
everything
know,
that
but
it's
society
coddling.
I
does.
feel-
It's coddling.
I feel for sucky players that, I mean, the greatest experience in this game might be that 30 seconds they got to be in a gunner in that one game that one time. And that's it. Because
If-
they're
Right,
lucky
why'd
enough to
they-
be
Why'd they spend
on a
$400
team with a
Why'd
good
they buy
player.
a $400 game console, a $60 game, just to enjoy that 5 seconds? Did they
Because-
not play through the campaign?
No, because yeah, they can't. But because they have
Because if you play
two jobs and they have kids.
yeah,
And,
well then
that
maybe-
explanation might reflect badly on them buying all this stuff. But the point I made, they might
Doesn't
be
their son
incredibly
get more
busy
enjoying?
people, and Call of Duty is just a side thing.
Their son or daughter would be enjoying it more than they would.
Probably. But
Well, then,
still, the point is,
that's fine.
for a person who doesn't ever really play, doesn't play enough to get good, doesn't have time, or just doesn't have skill with video games, but still likes to play them and would like to experience this one big fun thing.
Well, not everyone's.
They
Because
get care
this isn't-
packages.
we're not born
They
to be
can get
good.
care packages. They can
Shut
get
up.
it randomly.
This is
They can experience the whole thing if they
That
wanted
would be
to,
like
but
me
no.
like playing Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and then giving it to my nephew, and then he's better than it at me, and then I just feel like, oh well, that's not good. But if I gave it to him, then he's like, oh, I can't do this part of the game. Let me you do it for me. I'd be
Well,
like,
no,
no, you just here, just jump onto it, jump on across the ledge, and you'll get there. See, like, he's got to learn how to spin dash on his own, is what I'm saying.
But if
Seriously.
he doesn't have the time in his... if your nephew is 45 years old, he doesn't have the time in his life to do that.
Like, the issue with time is it's whatever you want to dedicate your time to. Because everyone has a certain amount of free
But you paid
time.
$60 a game. Why can't you just get this once or twice?
Why did
Because
you pay
this doesn't-
$60 for it? For
Because
a
you wanted to
competitive
play.
game. For
Well,
a
then learn.
competitive
Learn to
game.
play.
But
You don't buy Monopoly, and then, like, if you lose, you're just like, that was a waste of money. You buy Monopoly to play Monopoly. Yeah, you're going to lose sometimes.
My whole thing is that
And you can't,
those major kill streaks don't happen all the time.
But there's no,
You
like...
have to be in a lobby with a good enough person who has it equipped,
Or someone with the care package.
or someone who randomly gets a care package. Those
Exactly.
rare moments. And they have to get it, and then you have to be the person lucky enough to jump into it. And it not be their friend who's trying to boost up to that same thing. I feel, on the flip side, I feel like that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
If
No,
Kenny and I got this game,
I think
that's exactly how we would play.
They'll do the care package thing
Yeah.
where if you go up in there, you're not getting any points from that. This is like the same thing that would happen from the care package drops, where if you got a VTOL in Black Ops 2, you weren't getting any score or points from that towards your kill streak.
I think that's still how we would play, though.
Well,
One of us
it's
got
not
it, the other one would jump into it.
It won't affect talented players. Talented players, like...
No, it does. That's my problem with it, in that they've nerfed these kill streaks now and separating it so that other people can join in. I mean, the kill streak they showed was like this chopper gunner with rockets. Essentially, they just broke up the VTOL, so now I can only control the stupid machine gun rather than being able to fire rockets at the same time. So they've, in order to compensate for bad players, they've kind of
nerfed you.
ruined the fun.
Well, why
of,
didn't you say that
Okay.
initially? Because I would have fully agreed with
Yeah,
that.
I completely agree with
Because
that.
you kept telling me to shut up.
Right, because this
This was the problem with Smash Brothers
Right,
Brawl.
that's exactly
Smash
what I was
Brothers
gonna
Brawl
say.
had that problem a lot, where they introduced tripping and things like that, where it's just like, so you're going to hold back good players to make sure the bad players feel better about themselves? That's not fair.
It was like the whole problem with the Wii generation, not the Wii U, the Wii generation.
Oh, the new generation was like kiddified.
Yeah, and I mean that's kind of it's the problem with coddling. Like that's the issue.
That's where it leads.
Where it leads. Like
We'll see how
let's
this
dumb
does.
down for everyone.
Because each
Because-
Call of
I feel like
the
okay,
thing
look.
I hate most is the decrease in the power of kill streaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because kill streaks in Modern Warfare 3, we just rain down freaking hell on people. Because almost every game, multiple times, we had what's the first thing?
Reaper, AC-130 Osprey.
He did Reaper AC-130 Osprey. I did Predator Missile Reaper AC-130. Every game, we got them. OP kill streaks. Just awesome. Better than... The Reaper, better than any kill streak in Call of Duty. And it was like a 7-8 kill
I
streak.
think it was 9.
9. So... You have that kill streak, but then there's like more on top of it that are way better than the Reaper thing. In Black Ops 2, that was amazing because those kill streaks were freaking intense. What'd you run?
I ran Lodestar VTOL Dogs.
Yeah, that's what I ran too. So, ran that. We got those a lot. We got
At the
a
same
lot
time.
of those
Nah,
at the same time. So we had Reaper come in and VTOL come in at the same time, just wrecking the map, just a constant explosions, and everyone would quit out. A new team would join in. And all of a sudden, Reaper and VTOL just switched operators. Now, and everyone would just be like, oh, what the heck did we just join? Quit out. New people would join in. All of a sudden, dogs come from one of us. And then all of a sudden, after dogs end, dogs come from the another. So it was amazing because the kill streaks, they were like, they made you feel good. Like there was a reason
Rewarding.
to keep playing and getting those things because
Right.
it felt so good. And screw the bottom kill streaks. We're going to not get those. And if we get these big ones, pretty often, I mean, instead of getting smaller kill streaks all the time, we'll get these bigger kill streaks a good amount of the time.
Right.
Nothing instead. But now with Ghosts, I remember at one point I just turned off kill streaks. I just went specialist because the kill streaks were so dumb. I think one of the best ones was the dog.
You know what'll be interesting is to see.
Oh, and hold on, the chopper gunner, crappiest kill streak ever. It just sucked. The controlling of it was terrible.
No, the Odin was awful.
The Odin was worse.
And that's
the
why,
Odin,
like,
the
I
Loki.
don't really
Trash.
care for the. Oh yeah, I guess it'll be the Loki for the kill streak. The laser they had, I guess you'd call it the Dawn from whatever Gears of War.
Hammer of Dawn.
Hammer of Dawn. In that it was really clunky and you couldn't see much of the map, and when you got it out,
it's gonna suck
it
for
was just-
inside mainly maps like what's that map on Ghost? The one where you're like in like a packaging facility kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you're inside and you
Yeah.
can't even get like care packages in there.
And that's
It
what
just ruins half the core streaks because half the score streaks fall from the sky.
that's what would be interesting to see in Advanced Warfighter, in that it's worse because they've introduced verticality, so you're gonna have multiple floors now, and now you can't really use these aerial kill streaks that people are wanting to strive for. So it's gonna be a lot more gun based than it is kill streak based, which is also interesting.
If they nerf a lot of these high kill streaks with it, now I'm with you on it. If they nerf a lot of these high kill streaks with dividing their power between multiple players, game's gonna go down. Call of
Yeah,
Duty's gonna
yeah.
see a dark day
Yeah.
because Ghost was a dark day for them because a ton of people bought Ghosts.
Right.
Yeah.
A ton of people lost faith in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Just completely. Modern Warfare, great. I'll buy another Call of Duty. Call of Duty Black Ops 2, awesome. I'm going to get another Call of Duty. Black Ops, we'll get Call of Duty the summer of next year maybe. And so, me and him, neither of us are buying Call of Duty. One, because Destiny's coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Destiny's on the
Because
way.
Halo's going to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually, if this were Black Ops 2 coming out, I would buy it anyways.
Right.
And play it on the side.
Right.
I
But
don't
man,
even
Master
care to
Chief
play this
Collection,
game.
man, Master Chief Collection.
Yeah,
Dude.
we'll get there in a little bit.
That's amazing.
So we're going into Halo 5 and Halo soon, because I have an interesting comparison between
We
COD
can do that
and-
during Halo talk.
Halo talk. 'Cause
But
that is
next thing
okay.
is Quantum Break. Did you guys see the
Yeah, I saw the
the
trailer.
gameplay trailer for it?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
interesting. It's like
Did you, Kenny?
Yeah, I saw a short little segment on it.
Okay, so the manipulation of time looks really fun, really really fun. Like you could do some cool things with this. I don't really feel like the game's gonna be challenging at all, but it looks really fun.
Right.
I use fun for movies like Transformers. It's a fun movie. Not good, but
Right.
it's fun. I got so confused with time flow mechanics, though. Just
That
like
looked cool.
The confusing spots and whatnot.
no. That was fine. I guess I could. The problem is I don't like the word realistic with games. I like the word understandable. Like, oh, I get that. That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah,
That's fine. I understand.
Right.
I understand
What's
why this
going on?
makes sense.
Right.
In this respective world, it doesn't make sense in our world, but it can make sense in this world, and that's okay. The time flow mechanics didn't even make sense in that world because, first of all, you had you could stop bubbles and different stuff like that, and everything else would be going on, and then you could
Move
stop,
into it.
or you could slow down
Yeah.
time, so you just appeared like a blur. But then you went to what they call it, like a glitch or whatever in time,
Yeah.
or a stitch or something like that. So all the time was stopped, and then these dudes from the corporation or whatever could travel through those things, somehow knowing where they are, because time flows flawlessly without knowing they exist. So whoever figured out that they actually could find out where these are and go to them is beyond me. The other thing is You could stop time in stopped time. Which made no sense to me. You could stop, speed up, and like slow down time in stopped time, where time wasn't moving at all. It made no sense.
Yeah, but that game looks really fun.
It was like you could drink Coke cans inside of Coke cans.
Yes.
But you gotta open it, but you can do it.
It's Inception, and we're just going deeper now.
It's Inception, but like stupid, because I guess a dream in a dream makes sense.
Right.
It's understandable in that world that there's dreams, and you can make somebody fall, or you can fall asleep in a dream if you're cognitively aware that you're in a dream. You could possibly fall asleep in a dream. So it's understandable in that world. Stopping time in stopped time doesn't make sense in any universe.
Did they say stop time, or that they slow
They
time
didn't
and
say
then slow
hold
it
on, no.
more?
These stitches, they said the stitches were stopped, or places where time stopped. And the person with the main character has like this power because he was near this time experience gone wrong. So he now has this ability to exist inside of those stopped areas of time.
Well, maybe
because time's ripping itself apart and all that stuff.
Maybe once you're in the areas, maybe like the area where you go to this to like the stitch in time, right? Maybe that area is like stopped. But once you go inside the stitch, there's moving time.
No.
Yeah.
You're the only thing moving.
Oh, okay. Well, then no, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
But
except these dudes who somehow find out where these are happening and get there quick enough.
If someone goes in with you, though, that's what I was
time.
say. Because like, if someone goes in with you, right, is that other person now bound by the rules?
Well, no one else can go in with you. It's a special power that you got because you were near the.
But what about the other guys?
If somebody else is there,
corporation
no, they
people.
have like these big old suits and everything that show them what's going on inside this thing. Like they can't personally see it, but they exist in this suit that has like a barrier that lets them be in there.
So maybe that's like time on their suit, like it's a time suit.
I would laugh if the story writers had this well explained in the game. And they're just screaming at the producers and the advertisers, "You idiots just ruined this entire thing."
If I can't even understand what the heck you're doing, like, who thought this was acceptable? Just
Who thinks
in
a
the
lot
realm
of
of story,
things
who
are
thought
acceptable?
this was like, oh no, that's okay.
That's fine.
That's a good idea.
Well, ending of
publish it.
Mass Effect 3. Who thought that was a good idea? But
Pick a color, any color.
Pick one of
Mass
three
Effect,
colors.
I don't
let's
know.
not get into that. Okay.
That's fine. Fine with me. We don't need to.
Pick a color.
Okay.
Any
Scream Ride. Did you guys see Scream Ride?
No.
Oh my! Did you?
It
Ride?
sounds
Yeah,
like a
Scream
horror
Ride.
game. Is
No,
it?
it was. It's this roller coaster game, and you
Okay.
build roller coasters.
So
Roller
it's,
coaster.
It's like
Tycoon.
Roller Coaster Tycoon, except you aren't building amusement parks. You just build roller coasters.
So it's a roller coaster specialized tycoon
Yeah,
business.
and you have to complete achievements and missions and goals
So,
and different things,
it-
and you build these just wild roller coasters, and most of the time they don't work. Just don't work at all.
Can I rebuild the Rattler?
You can rebuild the Rattler.
Okay.
That would be a boring use of this game. Because
Yeah,
you
but
can
it
build
sounds
these
fun.
things and they just don't work. Like, too many G's are put upon the people at some points and they just fly out.
So what?
How is this different than Roller Coaster Tycoon?
Right.
Because you just
No,
build roller
it's
coasters.
like-
You aren't. It's not
you
an
know
amusement
when you
park.
tell them to build a roller coaster, you're that guy.
You're the guy who builds roller coasters.
So what if I made a Rattler that went like 10 G's?
You'd have a fun time because there'd be carts flying. So,
I
if,
think you are here to
if
kill
you're
people.
you could put rocket boosters on the back of these little carts that go through the roller coaster and stuff, and if you have too much speed at some part, you'll just blow straight through the if you're going down and you put too much speed on it and you pull it back up real quick, the thing will just fly straight through the tracks. It'll just break the tracks apart because you put so much weight
This sounds
on
like
that
a
set of
lesson in physics.
It is.
And
That's
it's
what it
just
is.
like a physics
That's how they
demo.
talked about it. It's like a big physics thing.
There's a physics engine.
Yeah.
With
At its finest.
And so it
Roller
just
coaster
looked so
texture.
fun because it was like, oh my gosh, I could just do the wildest thing and it won't work, and I'll be happy.
I could just kill people and I'd be happy.
Yeah, so it's basically like people
Uncle
go,
Cliffs of
yeah,
death.
the way they explain it is people come to this like research center to be tested on these rides.
Oh gosh.
So it's
That's
like Aperture
totally
Labs, but with amusement
Death.
park rides.
Aperture Labs with amazing amounts of death
Make a
Okay.
potato
Well,
salad.
I
destruction,
mean,
and horror.
that's-
So Uncle Cliffs of Death / Aperture Labs.
yeah, that's what's going
It
on.
looked fun.
Potatoes.
And it was just an arcade game.
Oh, okay.
It looked really fun though. Assassin's Creed trailer. The
Yes.
gameplay trailer.
The faces were pretty. The faces were really pretty in it.
The
Like,
faces were
There was
pretty.
a cat. There was a cat. And
There
it
was a
meowed,
cat.
And it was
I love cats.
it was a cat.
Which was fun because there haven't really been animals before. Except like a cow and a horse.
So we're finally
What
going to
about
have
the
our
one in the-
first like assassin cats and assassin dogs.
Yes.
Amazing.
The sucky thing is it's in France.
I can
Yeah,
have
it's
So it's a
Riley.
little
Yes.
believable that even like the animals would rise up.
Why haven't they done that? Why haven't they pulled out a Riley in Assassin's Creed?
Oh, Riley?
Yeah.
Because they haven't come to that point of desperation. We gotta be new and innovative. It's a dog.
That'd be interesting.
It was pretty though.
It was pretty.
Assassin's Creed Wolf.
I especially the French thing just really pushes forward at this point, but there was tons of death and destruction there,
Right.
and that made me happy.
The French
like killing
Revolution
French
was
people? Really dark.
really
The French
gruesome.
Revolution
I
was
know.
It was. It honestly
Oh
was.
yeah, because at the first trailer from E3, they just like stuck the heads on spikes and they were just like
Yeah.
carrying
Oh,
them through
yeah.
the city, like, oh,
Yeah.
check us out. That was awesome. But
See, the thing I love most about Assassin's Creed is because I'm a history nut. Mario's a history nut. So, like, Assassin's Creed is just the game for history nuts. I mean,
It
sure,
is.
there's, like, a lot of history inaccuracies, but it's just
Yeah,
the
but
fact
it
that
makes it
they're
fun.
doing
Right.
history is just fun.
That's
Yeah,
the fun
I,
of historical fiction.
It
see,
is.
and I love that Assassin's Creed has like stayed true to itself.
Yeah.
It hasn't gone like too insane.
Yeah.
It's just really stayed true to. There's core parts of Assassin's Creed that are going to be in every game, and then there's other stuff that we expound upon, like multiplayer and co-op. And,
Yeah.
You can do things a little differently, but what you do as a character is the same still. Nothing. So, no glitch in the system. Okay, we're back. The other thing I really liked with
That was
with the Assassin's Creed trailer was that there was a like Assassin's Creed order inside it, like back in Assassin's Creed 1, where you had the main guy leading
Yeah.
the assassins, training the assassins.
Yeah.
Well, they kind of alluded to that in the very end of the trailer with that like board of assassins that you walk up in front of. So it's cool to see like an actual group of assassins again.
Right.
Yeah,
Because-
not like
Because
just
that-
this
that-
ragtag
Everyone
team.
that-
it's not
bothered
even
me.
really a
More.
ragtag team ever since like Assassin's Creed 2. It's just been you're just this
You're a
lone
guy.
assassin
You're a
and
guy.
you're the only one in the world.
Right. Like for example, like in
In
Assassin's,
Assassin's
Creed
Creed 3,
Right.
there was like this group of assassins, never saw them.
Right. Like who were they? Like you were like so alone, and like as
you
a,
have
Well,
to
you weren't
think-
an assassin the entire. You were only.
well,
an
let's,
No, no,
assassin.
let's,
you
let's
have
just
to
we
recruit these
shouldn't like
people.
spoil that either.
But anyway, you have to recruit them. This group of assassins.
So you're creating like the American Assassin branch.
Yeah, basically, that's what you're doing.
Well, that's what you did in Assassin's Creed 2 Brotherhood,
Yeah.
where you actually recruited assassins and
Right.
then built your own city and did all that stuff. And so you had other assassins to call upon while you were doing stuff, and that felt cool and nice. But that's
That's not the same thing.
not the
That's-
same thing, because Assassin's Creed 3 and 4, you're not even really assassins. You just found uniforms and put them on.
Right.
Well, Connor was an assassin.
He found a uniform and he
No,
put
no,
it
no,
on.
no. He was trained
By that
by
one guy.
an assassin, by Achilles.
By Achilles.
Mm.
And
Who
Achilles
was-
is a badass.
I hated that game so much, I don't even remember.
I love the third one. I'm an American history nut.
Yeah.
See, no, I would have loved it if most of the game didn't exist in the forest.
That's Native Americans.
I like that
I get
part.
it.
I like that part.
You know what? I
know
found it enjoyable for about 10 hours, and then I was like, I'm tired
Then
of
again,
killing
my
bears.
favorite game from last gen was Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, well,
I loved that
Red
game.
Dead Redemption was amazing.
I loved that game.
That game was amazing.
Right.
That game was so good.
Right. Like, I want to see another one.
Mm-hmm.
But, like,
Probably not going to happen.
I love the fact that there was the American Wilderness. I don't think Assassin's Creed 3 did it right, though.
Yes,
Like, I get
I think there are
Josh's
some
point.
core things in that game that they did slightly wrong,
Mm-hmm.
and that game could have been amazing had they not done them.
Mm-hmm.
It was just because
I wish that-
Assassin's Creed, half of the game existed in the forest.
Right. But they could have done the forest where it was actually,
And
like, alive.
even the ship stuff, this sucked. It was terrible.
Yeah,
Then you move on to Assassin's Creed 4. Oh my gosh, the naval part of that game was my favorite, by far, part of that game.
Because, like, the ships in 3, it was just so clunky, so hard to navigate through anything. I mean, I guess that's more realistic, which
Assassin's
I also
Creed
hate that thing.
3 seems like it was rushed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Like, you're being guided on a tour as opposed to being given an open world. Assassin's Creed 2,
Well, it gave you a little bit of open world if you wanted to complete
Not really.
like the hunting logs
Not
and
really.
crap.
Like because Assassin's Creed 2 gave you an open world. You were exploring Italy. You were exploring the Italian countryside. You were exploring the Italian cities.
I get why they may have had to do that
Right.
because
Well,
cities were so small.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah,
going
but
to
big
say.
deal.
Here in America, there was no cities. There was a
But it was
measly
fun.
group of towns.
What the best part they could have done about that was what they did in Red Dead Redemption, where you came upon little settlements in the middle of nowhere, and I think that would have worked better for the game in general.
Are we going to get an Assassin's Creed Wild West?
I hope so.
I hope so.
I hope so, but not soon.
Albuquerque.
The two Assassin's Creed... Oh my gosh. The two Assassin's Creeds I want the most are Greece. Like a Greek time Assassin's Creed.
Well, that really, like, ancient Greece?
Yeah.
Okay, that would be cool. I feel
That
like that
would
would
be
have.
so fun.
That
I
would
felt
be
like
really
that
fun.
would have needed to happen before too, though. To be honest.
I did too, until the French Revolution happened.
Yeah, but the French Revolution happened like shortly after the American Revolution.
It's true. But then again, they did the pirate thing after the...
Yeah, 4 happened before
No,
3.
no, but pirates have been like that was
Yeah, that's true, though.
that's a lot.
If we were going along a
Spanish
scale,
thing.
it would have been
Right.
1, 2, 4, 3.
Hey, guys, how about
Like
we
going
just
a
do
long time.
ancient Babylon?
Oh, if we knew that anything was like
Exactly.
that.
That we should do it.
But see, ancient Greece is doable.
Ancient Greece is doable.
No,
I think
see,
that would be a fantastic Assassin's Creed.
you know how we don't know what like the ancient gardens look like? We need to do the ancient gardens. We need to get a team of experts on
Just
that.
recreate
You know, I'm
them.
surprised they haven't done anything with ninjas yet.
Ninja's Creed.
Yeah.
That's when they run out of ideas for assassins.
Right?
No, I heard something like that. There was. I heard this rumor. It was recent. I don't even remember where I heard it, but recently I heard of a rumor about an Oriental version of Assassin's Creed.
Well, that'd be cool.
Yeah,
They should do one.
because
Joanne.
it really needs to stretch across crazy points in time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you could do
And not be so like Eurocentric.
I kind of want to see, honestly, Hawaii during King Kamehameha's time.
I don't know.
That would be really weird and like really strange. But
It'd be hard to do.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know
Because
how you
the
would be able to
things-
do
the-
like Assassin's
Some people
Creed,
would be
like-
able to have a connection. I think the reason Assassin's Creed does so well is because it's relatable.
Well, it's still relatable.
It's
Because
part of
this is
someone's
stuff you've learned.
history.
This is stuff you know. It's relatable to you
It's true.
because these are true stories that have fiction built into them.
Right.
True stories with little fictional
So
twists.
they're understandable.
Right.
They're not.
King Kamehameha is like pretty famous. I mean, he's like, I mean, I don't know what wouldn't be relatable about that. I mean, everyone loves Hawaii. I mean,
It'd
just
be relatable to some people.
well, the Hawaiian Islands are pretty freaking awesome.
That is true.
Right.
I'm just thinking building structures and all that.
like who
what
doesn't
are you
relate to
gonna
Hawaii?
do?
Like when you watch
It's going to
Lilo-
be hard to be
Right.
an assassin
Right.
Yeah, that's
Right.
what I'm
unless
saying.
you just exist in the forest.
We could do that. But anyway, but there'd be
Jungle
beaches and
forest.
boats and things like that. But anyway, but like, I mean, you watch Lilo and Stitch and you didn't think to yourself, I don't get it.
Well, it's a modern thing.
Yeah, but still. It's Lilo
No.
and Stitch.
But
But still,
it's
Hawaii.
modern.
Everyone loves Hawaii, is my point.
Yeah.
Right, you can't go wrong with it.
I'm
pushing
to see what
for
things they do.
I'm pushing for a Hawaiian Assassin's
The
Creed.
reason I'm thinking they'd probably go towards the Greece thing is because they killed Desmond off. Desmond was the reason they were going in Order of Time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Then they got now we're following across a random Abstergo agent.
Yes. Which I'm
That's
not
pulling
like
across
really.
random parts of time. They really killed the story
Like,
of
so bad.
current time things. But they just expanded the story or they expanded the possibilities of games we could play and stuff we could go through. So I'm excited to see where they go because they are no longer restricted by linear time.
Yeah.
They can go anywhere. And I think might be death for Assassin's Creed to do a Wild West.
Well, of course.
Because where do you go?
Albuquerque. Tucson.
Wild West.
Where do you go from there? Hi, welcome back.
Austin.
But yeah, where do you go from Wild West after that?
Space.
Mafia
Yeah.
New York.
You
Mafia.
release Watch Dogs.
They'll start
Mafia?
reinventing Call of Duty.
You could do Mafia.
You
I'm saying
release Watch
1920s.
Dogs again and call it Assassin's Creed.
Just
8.
give them a hood.
Civil
a
War?
little cabbie hat.
Yeah.
1920s.
Yeah, the problem is
1950s? I mean, that'd be cool. Rockabilly. Rockabilly
What?
Assassin's Creed. Pretty cool.
Yeah, but like from the 1950s all the way to the 70s, it's kind of more or less
It's like
the
gun-based.
same thing.
Yeah, but you'd have Bob Dylan in the background.
The problem with doing all that is it starts becoming more and more gun-based. It's already going to be overly gun-based in Wild West. But even past that, it becomes more and more and more and more.
Yeah, but they said that about the American Revolution, why you could never do a game in it. And then they did it.
Well,
They're like, you can't do a pirate thing because they had guns. It's like, he's an assassin. I mean, isn't he faster than a gun?
but guns
Well,
were
it's
not as...
amazing in Assassin's
And plus, like,
Creed.
and then, like, you
Black
had
Flag was
Desmond.
guns.
Was it weird with Desmond when people had guns? Not really. I mean, I kind of wish he
I
had
just
more.
think the overuse of it will take away from it.
Maybe.
Or because you can just look and shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Oh,
most
shit.
good players wouldn't.
Yeah, because the point is to like tackle someone and
Right. That's
slice
kind
that
of
throat.
that's still cool.
That knife through
I
their
just
throat.
I just think Wild West will be the end of Assassin's Creed if they do it too early.
Yeah, no,
I think
if
they
they
need
do
to go
it,
back.
yeah, if they
They
do
need
it
to
too
keep-
early.
need to go
This is
back
why I'm
further and
pushing
further.
again for the Hawaiian Assassin's Creed.
I would like to see. I would like to see something in the Orient, for sure.
Oh yeah, that would be really cool.
That's kind of what
Those
I'm
are
pushing
two
for.
top things I want. I want Greece and Oriental Assassin's Creed, and then maybe after that Hawaii.
Just Hawaii.
No, the world's gonna end by the time.
The world's ending next week.
The Mayan calendar. We'll
Didn't
see
you-
Mayan calendar
Oh,
Assassin's Creed.
Maya. Why don't we do the Mayan Empire?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
because they already alluded to it in Black Flag.
It'd be cool.
Yeah, but that's
Maybe that's why they
bullshit,
alluded to
but
it, to
that's
be
not-
honest.
Because they had to show something cool and mysterious.
Okay. Moving on.
Moving on. The Division. Did you
No,
go watch the
don't.
Division
I
trailer?
don't know. No.
Did you?
I've seen it a while back. I watched it at E3, and I was like, "This is."
No, not E3.
I know, but
They
I
had
didn't
a
see
new
it at
Division
Gamescom.
trailer.
I didn't
Gamescom?
see it at Gamescom, but
Oh my gosh, it was one of the prettiest it was like deep. The story in that is either going to be amazing or non-existent. It's one of those two things. What the how do I say this? What the trailer made it look like is that story's going to be a huge element of this. And that we're going to get a lot of story in this game alongside really cool gameplay. But basically it opens up and he starts talking about New York and how the... Because what it looks like is the Division happens in a post, like just an economic collapse. And New
Oh,
York
this is the new
is just
Tom Clancy game.
Yes, that game.
Okay.
So New York is just completely just destroyed itself.
Oh, okay.
And
That's sad.
people's mindsets have changed on everything, and no one really looks and protects people anymore. No one lends a
sad.
helping hand. Nothing. It literally just culture and the economy and just everything has just collapsed on itself. And it looks like it either might have been some virus that did it or something else. I'm not really sure. But the trailer was just so dark. You can't see anyone because they're going along that view that everyone's like choices during this period of time was just invisible to everyone else.
Yeah.
So no one really saw anyone else's choices. But there's like tons of people who die in the trailer. There's a guy who shoots himself. There's people who just get like robbed and killed in it. And then at the end of it, they start showing this this guy just getting beat up and about to get killed, and like the protagonists of Division show up right behind him, and they're visible.
That's cool.
And you can see them like somebody's finally looking at what's going on and ready to turn it around, kind of thing. So I'm really excited about the story of this game because it could go one of two ways. It could really go in this really deep story explaining what happened and what caused this whole thing and what's happening in the future and what's happening with government and are smaller things rising up, or is it a military state now, or anything, and really explaining the story and backstory of all these characters. It could be really cool. Or it could be, this is just the world we live in now, play our game. Because it looks like modern day Destiny.
It looks pretty cool.
The game looks amazing.
Yeah, no, I saw a little bit of it.
It's nice to see Tom Clancy games.
It kind of looked like
entering.
Right, it kind of looked like a post-apocalyptic patriot movement in a sense. You know, where like people were.
If there was like a revolution or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Like exactly. Modern day revolution. Yeah, it could be.
I'm putting my money on no story.
I know, but I want to be ignorant. And I want a story.
He wants it. It's not ignorant. It's optimistic.
Hopeful.
Okay, Shadow of Mordor.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Kenny gives a crap about this game.
I don't.
Sorry.
I don't.
He could not give a crap about this game.
I'm sorry. But, you're talking to like a major Lord of the Rings fan.
I know.
Like really, really bad. Like my
so you
signature
could just continue
has
to be exited from this conversation.
Elvish in it, so that's why I'm just like, okay, well. Moving on.
So it showed like Sauron's sons, which looked like pretty much the three main antagonists other than Sauron himself in this game.
I'll let Isabel handle it, because like I like Lord of the Rings too, but her signature is in Elvish.
It hints at a dark backstory thing, because they start talking about how they
like
killed
really
his...
surprised that they can have so much from just this tiny little segment.
Yeah.
And it's ridiculous.
In the Tolkien lore.
Yeah,
it's cool that they brought magic back into Tolkien lore, because the movies really took it out.
Well, I mean, the thing is that in this period, this is like way, way before the Lord of the Rings happened. So in this period, it's like the time of elves and stuff. So like magic is still really affluent everywhere. Whereas when they're dying out and all that, so is magic in a sense. Oh. And that's what's going on there.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, that's...
But, okay, yeah, so it hints at like a really dark backstory in the thing.
Yeah.
And you really get the sense of why he's doing this, because they talk about like they bled his son, or they bled his wife, and they like killed his son.
Yes.
In front of him. And they start like antagonizing him with it during the trailer. And it hinted at some cool in-game stuff, because those guys seem like the last main bosses. And it was just a cool little kind of short trailer that showed
that just
or that re-excited me for the game, because I've already pre-ordered it, but it's nice that just kind of new things are coming out and saying, oh my gosh, that's a new thing, that's really cool, I like that. Just a completely new part of the story has just emerged.
Right, like I love the fact that like you can replay each level and it changes every time, because like you can have a different antagonist, it's really cool.
It is. Yeah, because if you aren't able to kill a bot or like one of like the captains or something in that game, he'll just escape and go to another place, and you'll meet up with him later, and he's more pissed off because you took off his arm or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like wild. I think that's just
and then
like
has
the
a bigger army.
That's
or
innovative.
Has like more more things towards the actual main enemy that you're trying to kill, and all that stuff.
I thought it was cool just because like any random enemy can become big in the game.
Yeah.
Like if you just end up randomly being killed by some stupid archer up on some dumb wall, he could be promoted because of that and become an important character after that. And I just think that's such a cool element.
That is
Well,
cool.
that's
of that game.
really...
See, that's actually innovative. Maybe Call of
It is
Duty.
very innovative.
Call of
That
Duty
is.
needs to look into that.
What innovative means?
Yeah.
Like, when they first showed that at E3, I was just like...
They should just
oh
copy
my
what they
gosh.
just did.
Right.
But yeah, I am very excited for that game just
Me too.
because that looks so cool. Okay, we'll move on real quick to Dying Light. This will be a quick one. Did you watch stuff for Dying Light?
No.
I
It's
don't
a
know.
new zombie game. Looks like a mixture. No, I don't even really. It just looks like Dead Island.
I think
it's
I
a
might have
co-op game.
seen a few screenshots
Is it?
of
Is
it.
it like?
It really just looks like Dead Island.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you use a
except
single
it has
console?
that oh crap it's night element where like the really
Oh.
powerful zombies somehow that became really powerful
Somehow
out
night,
at night and they're-
equals powerful zombies.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works.
So
I
they're
prefer
like
daytime
super powerful
zombies.
and they're crazy and like zombies start running at night a while.
So then
Yeah.
that's more like what's it called? It?
It's like Left 4 Dead at night.
No, Dead Rising.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I guess so.
Because
So
that's what
I
they
guess
had.
a mixture of Dead Island and Dead Rising.
It's every zombie thing
And-
ever put together. Forever.
So they have super zombie. Oh, and they have buildable weapons. So those
Yeah.
too. Yeah, that's what the game looks like. It looks enjoyable. I think I'll just buy Dead Island 2. But
I'm currently playing through Dead Island, the first one,
Oh
just
my
like
gosh.
the first time
that's
through.
ambitious.
Um,
The game is stupid.
yeah, and I've had to like stop because I got really annoyed.
I get so pissed off during that game. I hate it.
Yeah, but it was free with the games for the free game for Windows for Xbox.
That's okay then.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
The
didn't
game
actually
was
free
so
for
buy
fun.
it.
Free for gold or whatever.
Dead Rising was an amazing game, but there's already you just die over and 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 over
Yeah,
and over and over.
yeah,
and over and
yeah.
over.
But that's what I loved about like Dead Rising.
I know.
We're
But I
talking
never
about Dead
got to
Island or
finish
Dead Rising?
Dead Rising. We're talking about Dead Rising.
She's playing Dead Island.
I'm playing
We're talking
Dead
about Dead
Island.
Oh,
Rising.
you're playing Dead Island?
I'm playing
Yeah.
Dead Island.
Oh,
Yeah.
that game's not hard.
No, it's not hard. I just got annoyed at it. Like,
Oh, I thought you were talking about Dead Rising.
No,
Dead Rising is annoying.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's one of the most annoying games in
But
existence.
you just kind of like walk through everything.
No, that's Dead Island.
No, that's Dead Rising.
No, Dead Rising. Dead Rising, you have a set timer.
Yeah, you have a set timer to do.
We're talking about Dead Rising
everything.
1.
Dead Rising is
Dead Rising 1, not Dead Rising 2.
Oh yeah, Dead
Dead-
Rising 1. You have a set timer. You have to
Yes.
do everything in a set amount of
Yes.
time and a certain
3
order.
days,
Because if
in
you
a
don't do it in
certain
the right
order.
order, you're just daft.
Yeah.
With all those psycho people.
There's no way you could do it the first 10, 13 playthroughs.
Right.
You have to level your person up so you have enough health to take a machine
Yeah, no,
gun
but I
from
guess
a lawn.
I guess the thing is that like I'm finding Dead Island a bit boring.
Yeah,
Maybe that's the issue.
that's kind of what I got from
yeah.
it.
So I'm not really.
We go back
looking-
and play Dead Island every so often, or we did for a while.
Yeah.
We play something, go back to Dead Island, play something else because it got boring, then go back and play it again. And we had to do that to really finish the game, just because Dead Island, it's kind of repetitive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I
That's fun.
just.
It's one of the few games though where I'm like, this is difficult. If I mess up here, I'll have to restart and I'll die. It's one of those. There's games like Halo where if you play on Legendary, you're like, okay, whatever, I'll just mow through these people. But Dead Island, you just can't like really trudge forward. You have to kind of pace yourself.
Mhm.
It's a lot like Dark Souls, but not as difficult. But
Yeah.
I'm just finding it kind of boring right now and repetitive, and that's just kind of my.
Yeah. That's what I get from it. It's fun.
Dead
But
Rising's
it gets
funner.
that way.
Dead Rising's funner.
Yeah. I haven't played the second one.
The second one sucked.
Okay, next thing, Evolve.
Okay, so
I
I
do
heard
not.
that was like the winner of GamesCom.
It was the winner of E3.
Yeah, and that too. Like
But
I
I don't
haven't
really get why it is.
Yeah.
The game
is
looks
it?
fun.
What is
the
it?
game looks really fun. It's called Evolve.
Evolve.
How haven't you heard of this game?
I'm sure I've heard of it.
It won like Game of the Year at E3.
Yeah, but I didn't care.
Okay.
Well, that's easy to explain. I mean, it's a new, it seems like a new idea in that
it seems like the new
player
idea
playing
that
as the
Fable had
boss.
at the same exact time. Because they come out almost the same. Fable comes out just a little bit before it. But it's the same exact premise. It's 4v1. So basically, somebody controls a monster, and then there's a 4-person team trying to kill that monster.
Okay.
I thought it'd be just 4-person teams are just going to be OP and just destroy. They did the gameplay trailer. It was incredibly close. The monster ended up winning. Yeah.
Ah.
Like, barely. It was
Oh,
close.
right. Yeah.
But it looked fun. It looked like a fun game. It looked like a game I won't buy. It looked like a game I'll rent, though.
Yeah, that's kind of what I keep on getting the impression
Now, the other thing is Fable. Fable, yeah, I'm going to buy Fable.
I haven't seen it.
One, I love Fable games. Even the games that sucked. Even 2, I hated more. Loved 2. Hated it, but I loved it. Because it was Fable. And I just have this deep connection with Fable inside me. But, Fable looks fun. Because it's not necessarily you control the monsters, you just control the battlefield of the monsters. So it's like you're an evil god on high, placing people and placing traps and all kinds of stuff, while these people and I don't know. I still have this same thought I was thinking about Evolve, where I think the people are going to be too OP and just wreck through stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of one of the things, they alluded to it, not even in so many words, but they alluded to that you could be overtaken really quickly and really easily in this game. So stay together, because you could get screwed. So it looks like it could be really fun, and I'm just hoping. And it looks it's not Evolve is just that. Fable, they have an entire town system involved with it, where you go, you buy stuff, you upgrade stuff, you level up, you do all that kind of stuff.
Right, it's Fable.
Along with everything else that you do.
All this RPG element to it.
So it looks like it's going to be really fun. Evolve looks like it has an RPG element, but it exists in the menu.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, I think I'm very excited for Fable. I just am, because I'm just a Fable kind of fan.
Yeah.
Fable fanboy.
But yeah. Let's see. Okay, Destiny.
Man.
Destiny. This isn't even really for you. This is a terrible thing to bring you in on. But the Destiny multiplayer trailer. Are you guys going to be playing multiplayer at all?
No.
Are you guys going to be a part of a clan at all?
Probably not.
Probably not.
So you're not going to do raids?
No.
No.
That sucks for you.
Yeah.
I'm not much for an online gamer. I'm more of a single player person.
But that's like.
But I don't know. I will
long-term
need to
draw
play.
of
I will
Destiny.
need to play Destiny because I love.
Did you play the
Bungie
beta?
games. Yes.
How'd you feel about the beta?
The beta was amazing.
Yeah, it was.
Right. See, so I'm gonna have to play Destiny because I love Bungie games.
Did you play the Devil's Lair thing?
I don't think so.
Really? You played Devil's Lair?
No.
It was the only strike they had involved?
I didn't get to play that one.
Okay. Well, that would have at least match-made you with some people. But the raids are, you have to join into it with a 6-person party.
Yeah.
I remember the raids.
And, yeah. So, good luck with that, because that's the long-term, that's the life, that's the
That's the
start of
main
that
bulk
game.
of that
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
So, after the game ends, that's the end game content. And if you aren't able to play that,
Well,
it's
you
gonna
know how
not really have a
Mario.
draw.
You know how Mario is.
Yeah. We'll see. Let's see. Okay, so Kenny, this is for us, I guess. Multiplayer trailer had Skirmish, which was small team tactics, kill the enemy and revive teammates.
Or what? What game?
Destiny.
Destiny. It's skirmish.
Yeah.
Revive teammates.
Yeah, so it's gonna be small team where I'm thinking 4v4, and you can revive teammates.
Yeah. So.
I don't know, because the entire time
Sounds
I was
like
playing
Search
the
and
beta, I was wishing somebody could revive me or I could revive someone. Because one of the
That's
things it is,
usually the
in the
rules
Crucible,
that I play.
you can get back to that point so fast. So why wouldn't reviving exist? Even in huge maps, I can get back somewhere in a second. So, I don't know. Second one's Rumble. Need to explain that. Next one's Salvage. You basically salvage relics, and you could kill enemy players or revive your teammates. So it's almost like a King of the Hill-ish kind of thing, but not really King of the Hill. You're just defending the hill.
Yeah.
So you set up your ghost to scan this relic and do all this stuff, and while you're there, the other team is attacking
you
you.
have to defend it.
And so you're trying to fend them off. It's almost like a what was it from Halo? Thing you've been playing on Reach.
I don't know. Reminds me of Demolition.
Yeah, kind of like Demolition, but if Demolition was just one thing at a time, then yeah, like that.
What do you mean if Demolition was one thing at a time?
If there was only one box at a time, if both boxes weren't there.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much just like that. Let's see, the next one was Clash. And it just says all-out team warfare. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like it might be that, but it just says all-out team warfare. Destroy the enemy. Combined arms. That's vehicles. Which Kenny doesn't like. He doesn't like the vehicles in it. I don't have a problem with them. I see them as good things. Even like the tank vehicle.
I like the
not
vehicles.
hard to take
I
out.
like the vehicles.
Yeah,
No, this
but
is Desperados. They have different vehicles
Yeah.
online. They have this little thing. It's almost what was the brute vehicle? Choppers.
Choppers.
It
Yeah.
was almost like a chopper, and
Yeah.
then the other vehicle they had was it.
Pike. Just said it Pike. That's what it was called.
Yeah, it was called a pike, but looked like, or it acted like a chopper.
Right.
And then the other thing, it was like a small tank. It just fired these big old explosives out, and it was almost OP until somebody pulls out a golden gun or their special or something, pops it 3 times, it's dead. That's the end of it. So I don't think it's OP at all because it's easy to take out.
Right. Vehicles are always a mixed bag, and like shooters though, it's just because usually people use them as like basically like shields in a sense, like giant shields.
How is it easy to take out?
Because you can shoot it with a golden gun.
So it takes a special to take it out. It's not
If
an
one
easy
person
way.
wants
It's
to take
not
it out
an easy thing to
in a
take
split-
out. Easy
if
would
one
be
person
like
wants to take it out
Battlefield
in
where
2
you have like
seconds, they can use a
C4.
golden gun.
No, they can't. Did you ever try to hit him? It took 3 shots and it was like, okay, I'm gonna run away now because I have no shields.
It's like
It's
like
a
Blood
large
Gulch. It's like,
target.
but it's kind of like Blood Gulch though in the first like Halo, where like if someone had a tank in the middle of the thing,
Screw this.
yeah. That's not even fun
Ugh.
anymore. It's like no, like vehicles always have that threat.
Yeah, but these vehicles aren't difficult.
Yeah.
These vehicles aren't anywhere near the tank in Halo 2. They're easy to take out in Halo 2. In a tank, you'd have to shoot for 20 minutes to finally get the guy out. This, anyone can take it out in 2 seconds.
Okay.
Now, if you have a good driver, they could avoid 1 or 2 of those, but that's coming in soon.
I disagree. I don't think anyone could take it out in 2 seconds.
A combination of any 2 people could take it out in 5.
I don't know.
Because that's
I'm
1 to 2 shots from each people. He hates the vehicles. I think they're amazing.
I'm with him. Vehicles can be problems.
Yeah, but at the same
But then again, I love
nerfing down the game because
I love. To be fair, I love Halo. And one of my favorite things about the Halo series, the vehicles. So I mean,
I'm very anti-vehicle.
I'm on both sides of the fence here a little bit. Like
I think they're just
understand
great tools.
Right, I understand the
They're
complaints.
great tools on my team, and they're useless on other team.
Yeah.
Because towards the end of the beta, I found that out that I could just kill a tank with my golden gun. Never really used my golden gun against anybody else, so I just saved him when a big vehicle came by, Shot the tank 3 times, it was dead.
Cool.
And even if you didn't kill it, even if you only got 2 shots on, you did so much damage to the tank that sucker's done very soon anyways.
Yeah.
So, I'm very excited for that one. And then for Kenny. Oh no, Kenny is Clash. It's all-out team warfare. Combined Arms is all-out team warfare with vehicles. So Kenny has his enjoyment. I have mine.
I wanted like special playlists like snipers only and.
They haven't
Like
announced
that.
anything like that.
I'm sure there will be.
The only other 2 things they have is Control, and it's basically domination.
All right.
And then Iron Banner,
All right.
where I think it's a combination of some of those things. But yeah, that's Destiny.
Sweet.
Um,
Halo, man.
Halo is the next thing.
Yes.
Okay, so the Halo
Halo
4, or sorry, Halo 5 beta
Right.
starts December 29th.
Amazing.
It goes on for 3 weeks, which is moderately exciting.
Moderately.
It's going on from December 29th to January 18th. You want to talk about Halo 5?
School breaks.
You want to talk about Halo 5 now or later?
I'd love to talk about it now
Okay.
because it's a relevant comparison to Advanced Warfighter in that from what they're saying, they're going back to the basics. It's 4v4, no loadouts, everyone's Spartan on Spartan, no one has these stupid classes they can pick and choose from. That's what I loathe so much about Halo 4 and Call of Duty in general, in that you don't know what you're up against. I mean, they could have this perk with extra damage, with explosives and stuff like that, so these nades do more damage and whatnot. It's not a level playing field most of the time.
Well, see, I think that's why Halo was so big
Yeah.
in its own right. It was because it was a level playing field all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And once you start the game, everyone's on level playing field. Then once you get into the game, control of different areas because of weapons and all this stuff was very important. Halo 4, it was just start out with the guns you're going to use all game and get to the most defensible area in the map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you win. I think that was just a game. And it was like that every single game. It wasn't really a challenge. No one had to go out and risk something and come back in. It was just, we're going to dance here. We're going to have a party. When you come in, we're going to kill you. Then we're going to party. But, so this is stuff I wrote down for Halo 5. It's going to focus, or this is at least what they said for the beta. It's going to focus on 4v4 arena gameplay. The beta is going to have 7 maps. With frankly, that's huge for a beta.
Yeah.
It's going to have 3 modes and 11 sandbox weapons.
Nice.
Which 11 weapons are going
Yeah.
to be spread around the maps. And 7 armor sets so you could customize something. So everyone's not the exact same.
Cool.
Map control and weapon control are going to be focused on.
Ooh.
Which is
Yeah.
nice. They said they're going to have they showed a midship remake for like a second, the trailer. But they're going to be featuring smaller maps through the thing. And what Kenny said is 2 very important words the guy said during the conference. He said, we're going to have fair starts. So every person on the red team and every person on the blue team is going to start with the same guns.
Nice.
He
Nice.
said, so that alludes to no custom loadouts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, what kind of negated that though was their mention of Spartan abilities, and I was like, I'll have to see what they're talking about there.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Because, like, they might just mean, like, maybe the bubble shields and stuff.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe.
Hopefully it's that.
But they said they're going to have dedicated servers. They're going to have a strong focus on competitive gameplay. There's going to be some carry or unlockable carryovers.
Which is interesting.
Yeah.
There are a few weird things but yeah, that's Halo 5. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Like
Halo
when you
5?
have, like, I wonder what's carrying over. I mean, weapons shouldn't be carrying over because if you have a level playing field, then what would that?
No, I
matter?
think it's going to be like some armor type or some emblem or like Destiny's carryover. It's an emblem.
Yeah.
See, that's one thing I guess like I need to differentiate is customization, personalization. Personalization is designing your own character. I hate customization though. Customization is creating a loadout.
Yeah.
that you can, I guess, utilize in gameplay.
Yeah. I feel you.
Okay, we're gonna move over just a second to Halo 2 maps that they showed. They showed Sanctuary. That was their
Sanctuary
new Halo 2 map that's been announced.
Yeah. The ranking system, man.
Hold on.
Okay.
We'll get into that stuff later. Sanctuary, different.
Yeah.
It's a lot different.
Yeah.
I'm not even talking about the waterfall because I think that's a cool little implementation.
wonder
But
what they were
sightlines
thinking
are
when they did
different.
that.
Sightlines are drastically different.
Right.
Sanctuary?
Yep.
You know what else is really
You used to be able to see sniper from sniper.
They changed that
You can't do it anymore.
way back. They changed that, I think, in Reach.
I'm
It's
talking
been like
about
that
Halo
for
2.
a while. But that's Shrine, not Sanctuary. Shrine's a completely different map.
What are you talking about?
Because Shrine is not Sanctuary. Shrine is its own modification of Sanctuary.
I'm talking about Sanctuary.
Yeah, Sanctuary's back.
I'm talking about the remade Sanctuary.
Yes, called Shrine.
I'm not talking about Shrine. I'm talking
the-
about Halo 2 Anniversary Edition Sanctuary.
Yeah.
Called Shrine!
No, it's
No, it's just Sanctuary.
No.
What are you talking about? I'm not talking about any remakes in any other games.
The HD remake.
What are you talking about?
They did put it in there was a version of Sanctuary in Reach. I know what he's talking about. But, like, we're talking about the Sanctuary remake they're putting in Halo 2 Anniversary.
Yeah, which is Shrine.
Is it Shrine?
Yes, that's what they're calling it.
No, it's Sanctuary, isn't
No,
it?
it's called Shrine.
Well, then,
Because
Maybe-
it's a different map. They're differentiating that. They're saying this is
My phone's
Shrine. This
dead.
is not the
Oh,
same
it
map.
died.
We added a jump up for
look.
the pea shooter and the carbine, and then we created a lift. It's now called Shrine. It's a different map based off Sanctuary. And they may include the original OG Sanctuary
I guess it is called Shrine.
in the actual Halo 2 game, so you could see sniper to sniper, but
Okay, without it's the same map, but they cut off. They cut off. Okay, so they cut off the sniper to sniper view. They cut off the base BR areas where you look at the right of the map and you aim at the shotgun tunnel. You could see all the way through there before, and you can't see through there now because there's like a rock in the way.
New Rock.
A
Giant
new rock.
rock.
New rock compared to
Yeah.
soft rock.
Right.
They kept the base to base sightline alone, but those three sightlines were very important sightlines, and I just I think it. I don't know.
Yeah, we memorized those maps so well. Like you
Yeah, I
can
just
just say
memorized that
locations
map so well
you
that
can
I could just-
say locations and there.
I could just.
Like everyone understands it. Too.
Sad.
Everyone who's played Halo 2 understands you. We feel you. We feel your pain.
Understand.
It's a new map to learn.
I know.
Yep.
I know. I just know every nook and cranny of those previous ones, and I'm
Yep.
sad because they're not the same. The sightlines aren't the same.
What about the Halo 2? I want to get to this. The fact the Halo 2 ranking system and not just the Halo 2 ranking system.
Oh, hold on.
Ugh, man.
Let's just
Gosh.
get to it. Gosh.
Hold on.
But it's exciting.
First thing we're talking about is Halo Channel.
Yes.
I spelled channel wrong.
no.
It's on Twitch too.
Chanel.
Chanel. Oh.
So Halo Channel. It's where you watch Halo media.
Can you read Halo books?
Yes.
Can you?
Yes, you can ingest some of Halo's books. Yes, and you can get achievements for doing so.
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, okay.
Not like
Um,
achievements, but like.
So
in-game
they have
achievements.
you can watch full matches powered by Twitch with full laid out players, team scores, player scores, and kill feeds plus chat, and do a similar thing with if you like doing that stuff, you can do a similar thing with like story missions and speed runs. I think like Twitch will actually support tools to help you do this stuff.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. They have a Halo wiki type thing. It's called Halo Encyclopedia,
Yep.
where if you want to see more of a character's backstory, who they are, more about them, you could just go look at this person, who they are, and that's it.
And it's better than Wikipedia because it's actually like from the developers.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah.
some random 48 guy who's never played Halo.
You never know.
Yeah. If you love Twitter and use it a lot, there's an interactive feed in there where you can favorite things, retweet things, reply to things, all that, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
You can review challenges and rewards in the game for each story. And then what I want to see in it, because they didn't allude to this, but I hope this exists, is it will get an ability to have like player overviews. So we can, so not only for ourselves, but for other people also. So we could go look up another character. So say I want to go see stuff about Kenny.
Like a service record?
Yeah.
That's Halo Waypoint.
Yeah, but I'm
They're
talking about
integrating-
this.
What do you mean, talking about this?
I'm talking about Halo Channel. I hope that it's involved in this.
I think it'll be a dimmed down version. But, I mean, that's what Halo Waypoint's dedication was creeping the service
Does
records
Halo
and whatnot.
Waypoint exist?
Yes.
Well, will it still?
Yes.
Oh.
They've
Really?
said that it's not going to
Yeah,
replace
it's not
it.
replacing it.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It's like
Well, then
just
whatever.
going to be a thing alongside it.
Maybe it'll like interweave with it. Like maybe you can use both apps.
Is Halo Waypoint inside of Halo Channel now? Conception. So, hey guys, did you hear about this? Halo 2's ranking station will...
Oh my god,
you
no
just
way.
ruined
How did I crash that? I should just almost go back and delete that part and re-record it.
Too much
Nope.
work.
Hold on, okay. Everyone, set stage. Ready? Quiet. 3, 2, 1. Hey guys, did you hear? Halo 2's ranking system will be returning untouched. Okay, so yeah, that's nice.
Wow.
So, you can actually be good at the game.
I was going to throw up if I ever heard that this wasn't happening. And they were alluding to it almost not happening for a while. So I was getting really scared about the whole thing. And then they finally came out with, hey, we heard you guys. It's coming back, untouched. And I'm very excited about that.
I'm gonna need to buy an Xbox One because of Halo anniversary.
Yeah.
I know. We'll see. I think this is a very important part of Xbox because a lot of people are going to be doing that. But exactly, we discussed this on the last podcast.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, that's the only reason to get an Xbox.
it is.
Like,
Because we discussed it. The market right now is they're marketing to or 360. Why do you need to buy an Xbox One? The games are coming out on both systems.
yeah.
They're keeping a market at 360, so there's no real market to get an Xbox One other than just because you want one.
Mm-hmm.
Now with this, it's not
need
available
one.
on both,
I need
so
one.
you need an Xbox One to play this game.
Right.
So it's going to be an important addition.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see what happens with it because I really hope the Xbox sales are just going to soar because of this, and we'll have a big community on this, and I think they will because of Halo.
Will.
And
Because
there's
of
a
Halo.
reason now to buy this. There's a
Yeah.
market for this console that is 10 times as big as it's been for the last year.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited for this little Halo game.
To be honest, I'm actually kind of intimidated to go back to that Halo 2 ranking structure because I'm not as good as I was back then in high school where I played 8 hours a day. Was able to do that. Now I'm
Yeah.
like, I have responsibilities.
I'm
I
really
can't sit
scared
there.
about it because my skill in just gaming has
I know.
drastically
Yeah.
declined. I remember when we used to play.
Oh man.
Well,
And I
like,
would
the
just-
thing is
That
that when
was
you're
a-
in that era of your life, you have so much time to dedicate it to whatever you want.
Right, but like me and Josh were really good.
No,
Like
I
I don't
know.
know why we didn't go like pro
At
with
everything,
anything.
no.
Right. We should have done that.
Should have.
Because that's all we did.
Right.
Should have. Did it.
So we did 24/7.
I don't think there was even a pro circuit for Sonic Adventure 2, but we could have done it.
We
guys
could have
should've
done it. Sonic
invented
Adventure
it.
2 Pro Circuit.
It could have been just us.
But
You
yeah,
should've-
the thing is, we played everything too
Right.
Yeah.
on one TV.
Right.
So we took turns at
We still have that
Star
TV.
Wars Knights of the Old Republic over. And
Remember
over
Karth
and over.
nodding his head forever?
Yes.
He was just, yep,
Everyone being Jedi's.
beautiful.
Did you play Knights of the Old Republic? Nope.
Oh,
That's
my
sad.
gosh,
Well, there were
that
knights
is
in it.
horribly
There were knights
sad.
in it.
I haven't The only 2 Star Wars games I've ever played were Battlefront 1 and 2.
Oh, Battlefront.
Those were good.
The new one. That's going to be exciting.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't said anything since E3, have they?
No.
No.
They just announced it, so it's going to be like a Halo thing. They won't say anything again till the next E3.
Yep.
Yep.
So it's just nice to know it's coming.
Oh.
Hopefully not like Duke Nukem coming.
Oh. Oh.
But, yeah.
Duke Nukem's forever lost.
Forever.
The game didn't turn out good either, so it was forever lost.
Yeah.
It was gone. It was gone.
Okay. Well,
Gonna kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm
glad
all
to
out of gum.
have both of you here.
Yes, it was fun.
You can come over every podcast if you want.
That'd be fun.
Be completely fine with that. Once I really figure
Wait,
out how to get GarageBand going.
I want to get my podcast going too, where we talk politics.
Yeah,
I'd
that'll
like you to be there too.
enjoyable.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
have to do that.
we do.
Yeah.
Let me know.
Yes, I would tell you.
Thank you everyone for listening. Please do remember, go to our Facebook pages, like us there. Ask questions, do all that fun stuff. And let's see.
Oh, visit heavensentgaming.com.
Oh,
also, yeah.
Shameless
Plug.
plug.
Plug yourself.
I'm plugging.
And yeah, thanks for listening. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to whichever applies to you. Goodbye.